Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Board of Education meeting for Cuyahoga Heights Schools on Tuesday, February 17th at 2026 here in the Media Center at 6 p.m. Will the treasurer please call the roll?
Mrs. Deca.
Here.
Ms. Pajeska.
Here.
Mr. Rossi. Here. Mr. Suchaki.
Here, 4 present, none absent. On behalf of the board, I would like to welcome all students, staff, parents, and interested community members to tonight's Board of Education meeting. The board values and encourages public comments on education issues. Anyone having an interest in the actions of the board may participate during the public comments portion of the meeting. If so, please identify yourself on the sign-in sheet in the back. A copy of our agenda is available for review on the website. We do ask that you silence your cell phones during the meeting. At this point, please rise for the pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, at this point, I'll entertain a motion for approval of the agenda, please.
So moved.
Moved by Ms. Deca,
Second.
second by Ms. Pajeska. Any discussion? Changes, anything? Okay, hearing none, treasurer, please call the roll.
Mrs. Deca.
Aye.
Ms. Pajeska. Mr. Rossi. Mr. Suchaki.
Aye, motion passes 4-0. At this point, we'll move into section 3, recognition, starting with students of the month. I will turn the meeting over to our superintendent.
All right, thank you, and I'm going to turn it over to my principals. So Mr. Dietre is going to come up first. He's our principal for 6th grade through 12th grade. He's going to start with 12th grade and work his way backwards until we get through 6th grade, and then Mr. Melvin will come up and introduce our 1st grade students.
Thank you, everyone. The February student of the month from 12th grade, Riley Ressler. Please come forward. All right, so I'm going to cut to the chase here and read what her nominating teacher had written. I am pleased to nominate Riley Ressler. Although I do not have Riley as a student in class, and my interactions with her are typically limited to study hall, these interactions are more than enough to reveal her maturity and character. She demonstrates an impressive ability to balance her academic responsibilities with a demanding schedule of extracurriculars. She is a member of the National Honor Society, the National Technical Honor Society at CVCC. She is the current president of the high school marching band, a member of the French club and former officer, a member of the art club and the cheerleading team. She attends the Cuyahoga Valley Career Center's dental program and aspires to become a dentist, a challenging and demanding career path. I am confident that Riley possesses the determination and work ethic needed to succeed in this field. Riley is well respected by both her peers and the adults around her. She brings a positive presence wherever she goes and often finds humor in situations, a great quality to possess. Throughout the years that I have known Riley, she has consistently stood out for her dedication, maturity, and respectful attitude. She is highly deserving of this recognition. Congratulations. Our student of the month from the 11th grade is Isaac McCaldo. He was sick from school today, so I will read what his nominating teacher had written. Isaac is a top student in my Algebra 2 class. He is inquisitive and works hard to understand math concepts, not just get the work done. Isaac asks good questions and is always prepared for class. He consistently performs at the highest level on the assessments I ask him. I really enjoy having Isaac in class. Congratulations, Isaac. And our 10th grade student of the month, Emma Gasper. Please come forward. consistently demonstrates responsibility, integrity, and a strong work ethic in everything she does. She comes to class prepared, stays focused, and takes pride in producing high-quality work. Emma brings a positive attitude to class every day and is a supportive and encouraging friend to her classmates. I often see her sharing thoughtful ideas, asking insightful questions, and offering help to others without hesitation. I look forward to seeing her continue to grow in and out of the classroom the next few years. Congratulations. The ninth grade student of the month, Enzo Kmetz. Please come forward. Enzo's parents are Colleen and Kevin. He is the middle of three, and if you didn't know, Enzo has a twin brother. They are residents of Valley View, and he has been attending since the second grade. His favorite subject in school is science. Enzo is on the football, wrestling, and baseball teams, and his hobbies outside of school include snow skiing, playing guitar, and hanging out with friends. His most memorable experience includes running out onto the field for football games, along with his first wrestling match. Someday he plans on owning his own auto body shop to work on classic cars. And here's what his nominating teacher had to say. Enzo has been a model student throughout the year. He is engaged in each day's lesson, practices each night, and then performs at the highest level on assessments. He demonstrates strong self-discipline and takes initiative in his learning, often going above and beyond expectations. He is dependable, consistently prepared, and approaches challenges with determination and a growth mindset. Enzo is a joy to have in class, always contributing in a positive way and setting a strong example for his peers. He is the kind of student who makes our classroom community stronger simply by being part of it. Congratulations, Enzo. Our 8th grade student of the month, Garrett Heath. Garrett's here with his mom, Colleen Murray, and he is the youngest, he said, of 7 kids, and he lives with his mom here in Brooklyn Heights. He has been a student here his whole academic career, and he told me that both his brother, older brother, and cousin are alumni of Cuyahoga Heights as well. Garrett's favorite class in school is study skills. When he isn't in school, he enjoys working on his trucks and listening to rock music. Something interesting that I found out about Garrett is that he already owns 2 pickup trucks and a Kenworth semi. And that semi will suit him well for his future career as a semi driver after graduation. And here's what his nominating teacher wrote. The student of the month for February should be Garrett Heath. The word of the month is uniqueness, and Garrett truly represents it by embracing who he is and allowing his personality, creativity, and strengths to shine. His willingness to be himself encourages others to do the same and makes our school a better place. Congratulations.
Gary, you can just stay here. You stay
The
right there.
7th grade
You can
student
cover
of the
us
month,
up.
Christopher A. Schoolton. Please come forward. His parents are Caitlin and Patrick, and he is the oldest of 3, and the family resides in Brooklyn Heights. He has been attending since preschool, and Ace's favorite subject is math. He is a member of the stage crew, wrestling, basketball, and track teams, and plans to play soccer for the Red Bulls when he gets into high school. Outside of school, he enjoys playing video games or playing outdoors, and making the honor roll and merit roll at school are 2 things that he is most proud of. He plans on becoming an astronaut. And here's what his nominating teacher wrote. I would like to nominate 7th grader Ace Goldsworth for Student of the Month. Although I have only had the opportunity to teach 7th graders for 1 quarter of art, Ace has made a strong and lasting impression. He is an active, motivated learner who consistently looks for ways to improve his work. Ace thoughtfully applies the skills taught in class to his own artwork, asks insightful questions, and openly accepts constructive feedback. I am excited to see his continued growth as he moves to the 8th grade and eventually high school. Congratulations, Ace. And our 6th grade student of the month, Christopher Clemens. Please come on. Christopher is a member of the drama club, band, and wrestling, and hopefully baseball teams. His most memorable experience was getting to be in the planetarium just last week. After graduation, he plans to go to Ohio State to wrestle and then get drafted to play baseball professionally. Here's what his nominating teacher wrote. We nominate Christopher Clemens for 6th grade student of the month. He demonstrates diligence and commitment in all that he does, which shows in the thoughtful questions he asks and his consistently on-task behavior. He is always willing to go above and beyond on assignments and strive for his personal best. Above all, Christopher has excellent character. He regularly goes out of his way to help both teachers and peers. We are very proud of his accomplishments so far and look forward to what he will achieve in the future. Congratulations, Christopher. And next, I'll invite Joel Melvin, the elementary principal, to continue student of the month.
All right, we are going to begin with our first grader, Riley Nichols. All right, Riley lives in Cleveland with her mom and dad and brother Henry, who is in 3rd grade, and brother Elliot in pre-K. She has one cat named Bob. Her favorite subject is math because she loves the ESTA mysteries, where she has to guess how many objects are in each container, and then there are clues given to what the actual number is. They are pretty cool. I agree. Her favorite essential class is science because she loves the experiments. When she grows up, or what she likes to do outside of school, she loves to play with her brothers. And she is in dance and loves to play outside. When she grows up, she's in 1st grade. She doesn't really know yet. Same with college. She doesn't really know yet. And her message to her parents is that she loves you very much. And here's what the 1st grade team wrote about Riley. The 1st grade team is so excited to choose Riley Nichols as Student of the Month for February. Riley is an exceptional student and an incredible friend to anyone that she meets. Riley puts forth her best effort in everything she does. She tackles challenges, big and small, in such a confident and mature manner. She's a perfect example of what it means to be a well-rounded student. Riley excels in her academics, creativity, leadership skills, problem-solving skills, and has an immense amount of empathy towards others. If a friend has a problem, she is right there with a list of multiple ways to resolve that problem. If a student is alone and sad, she will go up to them without being asked and offer ways to help them feel better. Riley's personality is truly special. You can't help but smile when you're with Riley. Whether it is her spunky self, her fashionable outfits and hairstyles, her kind words towards others, or her sophisticated vocabulary, the 1st grade team and students are always smiling around her. We are so lucky to have a student like Riley who truly embodies what it means to be caring, honest, engaged, and safe. Congratulations, Riley. We are so proud of you.
Congratulations. Should be an awesome.
And our last student of the month is 1st grader Alec Yorina. Nice job, dude. All right, Alec lives in Brooklyn Heights with his mom and dad and one sister. He has one cat, Monroe, and one dog, Otis. His favorite subject is also math because he says he's really good at it. And his favorite essential is PE because he loves to play games, and he is, once again, really good at running, and he is really fast. So, right, they'd be my favorite too. Outside of school, he likes to play with his friends, and once again, he's in 1st grade. He doesn't really know what he wants to be when he grows up. Same with college. And his message to his parents is that he loves you, and he is doing really good in school. Here's what the first grade team had to say about Alec. The first grade team is thrilled to nominate Alec Arena as Student of the Month for February. Alec recently told us that his favorite part of school is learning. He shows this every day by asking thoughtful questions and working hard on all tasks. Alec is a positive role model. He consistently shows expected behaviors and follows the group plan. Alec is kind of peers. He often invites friends to join in his activities during free play. We can always count on Alec to do the right thing. We are proud to have Alec represent the first grade class this year as Student of the Month. Congratulations, Alec.
All right, students, I'm going to let you go ahead and sit down before we get to our next part. Congratulations. Student of the Month is not a popularity contest. It's earned, and our teachers take this seriously when our young people set themselves apart from others. This is one way that we can recognize you. So, congratulations to you, and congratulations to your families. You're the reason why we do what we do. So, well done. Okay, it's time for staff spotlight.
Staff spotlight, please.
All right, so we have two staff spotlights. We have January and February. If you recall, last month, Mrs. Padal could not be here, so I wanted to make sure that we gave her another opportunity. Are you here? I'll see, you get to come up and stand while I say stuff about you, just like the... And this is your medal that you get. It's appropriate during the Olympics, I guess. I'm not going to play any songs or anything, but all right, I would like to read the resolution honoring JoEllen Padal, our administrative assistant to the athletic and activities director. She was nominated by the December staff spotlight recipient, and that was Mr. Zerbola. Okay, whereas JoEllen serves as the administrative assistant to the athletics and activities director and plays a vital role in supporting the daily operations of our athletic and extracurricular programs. And whereas she is a pleasure to work with and is known for her professionalism, kindness, patience, and discretion in all interactions with staff, students, and families. And whereas JoEllen demonstrates exceptional organizational skills and attention to detail by managing and updating event schedules and calendars daily, ensuring accuracy and communicating changes promptly with all departments. And whereas she is proactive and thorough in her work, consistently improving processes and procedures to enhance efficiency and communication across the district. And whereas JoEllen's strong communication skills and collaborative approach make her an essential missing puzzle piece who keeps athletic and activity operations running smoothly. Now therefore be it resolved that Takaga Heights Schools Board of Education proudly recognizes JoEllen Padal for her outstanding dedication, professionalism, and contributions to our school community. And be it further resolved that the Board of Education extends its sincere appreciation for her continued commitment to excellence and the positive impact she makes each day. We're going to go back in time. Adopted this 21st day of January 2026 on this 17th day of February 2026. Congratulations. Mrs. Hupsey, is she here tonight? She is not. Yeah, she couldn't make it. I think she was sick today. So would you like me to, I'll let you decide.
Oh, you can,
Would you like me to recognize her now when she can be here in person, or do we want to just read this now and have her show up and officially congratulate her next month?
well,
What do
she
you-
should be here when we read it. So
She
we
should
either
be.
read it twice, or...
We'll wait then.
We'll wait.
We'll wait then. Yeah, that's appropriate.
Okay,
All right.
so at this point, we have just one minor formal item, which is to approve the staff spotlight
That's right.
for this month. So I will make a motion to approve the staff spotlight. May I have a second, please?
I'll second.
Okay, Mrs. Decker seconds, and any discussion? Hearing none, treasurer, please call the roll.
Mr. Souchaki?
Aye.
Mrs. Deca?
Aye.
Ms. Pajeska?
Aye.
Mr. Rossi?
Motion passes 4-0, and now it is picture taking time.
Yeah, so we're going to take a 5-minute break. This is your opportunity to come out and get pictures with the Board of Education. And if you're a student, go out and get ice cream. You don't have to build snowmen anymore. It's all melted. Go to the ice cream shop. Stay up a little late tonight. See you tomorrow. Early. That's right. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it was very much a surprise, both of them. Akron Beacon Journal reached out to me today. They're running a yeah, I mean, if not, if somebody really, from his foundation, did a really good job of writing it. It's his signature, so I doubt that he signs much without.
We do an endorsement. I forgot to change the date on the filter on IFC that we do that.
Do we have an agreement?
Yeah, it's a soft agreement, so we only have it for 25-26 school year. That's the first time we have it. My filter was set for 180 days, that's on me, I'm sorry.
No. Do you happen to have the agreement?
I can go get it.
Cool.
It should be in the email. I did double check on, we are good on the con one though.
You can't use, Matt, you can't use flash drives on these devices.
On Chromebooks? No, on laptops. I'll get a laptop.
It's not hard, you just use mine then.
Matt, that was IXL? Okay.
That's the other one.
Yeah, whenever you're able to send that agreement,
Do we use IXL?
Use a strong word, I just checked it, and there's been no logins of it for years, so.
That's not true. Whatchamacallit, I guess I shouldn't say that, that was pretty harsh. Mark Williams told me he was using it.
Last 48 days, the last month, or anything.
They added it very late, though.
Yeah. So Hartman, we have nobody using it?
But like I said, you know why? You know why it's not? It just changed today, so I think, no, here it is, it's on both of them. Yeah.
That's why I could not get rid of my car with the third row for, Eddie's friends are starting to drive now, but for the last few years, I've always had carpooling to sports and I'm like,
So I'm actually thinking,
and the back row is so easy, like, up and down all the time, that third row, it's a little thing, and there's like a one seat and then a two seat, so you put just one down next to one, or you can put down all of it, it's just pull the thing and it just, it's really easy. It's really nice, I like it a lot.
so I told her, I said, as long as it comes in, if it comes in a hybrid and an all-wheel drive, it's all for it. That's the two things I want out of the car.
I wanted the sunroof, heated seats, and a third row is what I wanted. Good list.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing up on there, Matt.
I almost have to always get heated seats.
Is
No,
it?
I'm
I'm
good.
used to it. Like I get a rental car, right? And it's just heated seats.
Has that happened? I will, because you saw it on there. High school, but you're right.
Yeah.
I won't get a Ford, yeah,
I will.
it's just too much to maintain. I can get a lot more car for less. The Nissan or even a Pathfinder, I get more car for less.
Okay, should we,
Good night. See ya.
ready to reconvene, everybody? Okay. We're gonna get restarted. Okay, thank you. Okay, we are reconvening, and we're picking up with treasurer's business no, wait a minute. Comments from the public? Seeing none, treasurer's business.
Thank you, Mr. President. I ask for items 6A, 7A through 7C for approval tonight in the consent agenda.
Okay, can we have a motion for those items, please?
So moved? Oh,
I heard,
second.
I actually heard Ms. Decker first, so we'll give it to you. And second for Pete, Mr. Rossi gets second. Discussion.
Yep, just a couple items. I'll go through these pretty quickly. 7A, we just have 3 new vendors. So we're just adding the new vendor in our accounting software. We have Centimark Corporation. That's for a future roofing agreement, repairs and improvements. That is estimated to be $720,000 whenever we do look to approve that agreement. So again, we're not approving the agreement now, just adding the vendor to our accounting system to be able to generate purchase orders.
Effective March 2nd, because we are finalizing the contract. I sent it off to our attorneys today for a final look over, and then we're going to collect all the documents so that you can preview those with enough time.
Okay.
Second one is Extra Step Assurance. That's for PBIS banners for the elementary school award that they got, approximately $200. And number 3 is McCormick's Group. That's the backdrop for the school play, approximately $450 for that vendor. Second item, purchase orders over $5,000. Just have 2. And they are both Mr. Hartman. So Matt, if you want to step up. The first one is what Matt had talked about at a previous meeting for the server migration at Neonet. That's $6,840 out of the general fund. The second one is Blum of Minnesota. That's for student Chromebooks and licenses. That's $24,580, and we're purchasing 60 of those.
So due to the memory shortage of chips, this is not tariff related, this is purely supply and demand. Chromebooks have seen a rapid increase in pricing. The Chromebooks we bought for $214 last year are now $360. And that's just going to keep increasing throughout the year. There are no set price marks or anything manufacturers. I've gone to 4 different ones, and each of them are telling me you only get about 2 weeks of price lock now. So Bloom offered the best price, beating out CDW and Best Buy, and they were great. We bought our Project Lead Away laptops through them. They've been a great vendor and have been really accommodating when it comes to keeping close to prices. So we were just willing to up that purchase. Usually we buy these closer to spring, but because of all the changes in prices, we just want to get this done earlier. And this amount we're buying is based off the Chromebook rotation. These will be going to 4th graders next year. So we bought a little bit extra just in case if there's some more or less students, but just making sure we're staying ahead of the curve.
Okay.
And then the Neonet migration, did the presentation last week. That'll just be a $6,000 per migration. We're going to start that project once we get this approved, and yep, it'll be smooth sailing from there.
You also mentioned today that the cost of hosting your own servers to replace those is going to go up tremendously, right?
Yes, every basic computer component throughout the whole entire stretch is going to be seeing a rapid increase. You can see TVs possibly. You'll be seeing a bunch of consumer electronics go up in price, is what I imagine.
Just want to point out, Matt touches base with me weekly on these things, like he really has good pulse on this. And we've done a lot over the last year and a half to bump up those replacement purchases before getting used to waiting for the summertime. And we've saved thousands of dollars through the work he's put into doing this. So thank him for just being on top of this all the time.
A similar thing, we did the staff laptop and desktop swap earlier this year. Those laptops have also seen an increase in price, so it was a good thing we bought everything when we did.
I have a specific question. Since those will be for the 4th graders, are they coming home with a case? Because it'll be the first time that group is taking home a Chromebook.
Yes, we're
And then-
I'm looking into shell alternatives because the zipper cases seemed a little bit cumbersome for some kids to carry. So I'm looking into like alternate shells that even we offer on like supply lists. Like here's Amazon, here's a $10 shell. That way they can put the stickers on that and not on the Chromebook,
Yeah, good, thanks.
Cool.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Matt.
And last item is the February 2026 financial forecast. That's the forecast that we went through the presentation prior. And those are the items I have for approval tonight.
Okay, any questions or other discussion? Treasurer's business? Hearing none, please call the roll.
Mrs. Decker,
Aye.
Mr. Rossi, Aye. Ms. Pajeska?
Aye.
Mr. Suchaki?
Aye, motion passes 4-0. Treasurer, discussion and comments.
Yep, just one item. We're working on our fiscal '25 audit with the Auditor of State. They're our annual auditors, and we hope to be finished soon. So we're rounding third, I would describe it as. And that's all I have for tonight, thank you.
Okay, very good, thank you. Moving on to superintendent's business.
You're benefiting from 2 board meetings a week right now because I only have 2 items on the consent agenda. 10A and 11A for consideration.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion for those 2 items, please.
So moved.
I wasn't looking. Ms. Pajeska?
I'll second.
Okay.
All right, so the first item, this is the updated 25-26 district calendar. That's the school year that we are currently in, so we're not updating next school year. We're still in this one, and this is something that Mr. Muccio had asked if we could start doing, because I think it helps with some of the auditor requests. They're frequently asking for what was the start of school, the end of school, what breaks did you have, what half days did you have, things like that. So, on the current calendars, it states at the top every time we have adopted and then modified. But what we haven't been doing is accepting the modification, and if that makes life easier for when the auditors come in, we're going to do that. But this last modification is just related to the district and the regional track meet days. If you recall, I mentioned there's going to be 2 Thursdays in May, the 21st and then the 28th, where we are hosting. It's typically been on Wednesdays and Fridays. There is an additional division this year, so we just happen to fall on a Tuesday, Thursday, and so we're only going to release 1 hour early on those days. We already put out that communication in the newsletter. We will continue to communicate that, but this is showing it officially now on the district calendar. I think that's the first time we've done that. You can thank Tracy Deal for that, because as a mother who tries to navigate her daughter's schedule, it's always nice if you can just go to the calendar and it's there. So we're going to do that. And then because we had not adopted those others, the change on the 20th of May and the change on June 12th, we're just going to make sure that we have all 3 of those versions here so that, again, if you want to see when things officially change or the auditors need it, they can now go to Board Docs and find it pretty quickly. So that's the only reason why we've done that. Here was the request, and then we just did that recent change. And then the last item would be the substitute teacher list, the updated list that we get from the ESC. There's just 1 addition here highlighted in, that is blue, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, highlighted blue. And colorblind guy thinks it might be purple, but we're going to go with blue. Okay, so those are the only 2 items I have.
Okay. Any questions, discussion? Hearing none, treasurer, please call the roll.
Ms. Pajeska?
Aye.
Mrs. Deca?
Aye.
Mr. Rossi?
Aye.
Mr. Suchaki?
Aye, motion passes 4-0. Superintendent's discussion and comments.
Just a few things here. Some events that we have coming up. I know we have the vape awareness sessions for students and parents on the 18th. Is that correct?
So,
You want to give a little bit of a summary of what to expect there?
so we have a national speaker, his name's Rob Holliday, but he goes by Rob Holla, and it's a presentation mode. So the focus will be on health risks, current vaping trends, and informed decision-making. Those messages will be targeted towards students during the day and then towards parents in the evening. We have the evening presentations called What's in the Mist. So a little intrigue there, because I think one of those things sometimes people don't realize some of the dangers associated with vaping. And again, the goal is to ensure that students, families, and staff understand the dangers of vaping. We were at a professional development conference, Mr. Dutray and myself, a month or so ago, and we were just talking about the lack of some of this programming that we have in place, and and Mr. Young and I have always tried to do things like this. We did it when he was principal and I was assistant back the previous time, and we want to get back in that cycle of getting some intriguing speakers with some relevant topics for our students and our families.
All right. Perfect, thank you. We do have our middle school game event, is that correct?
Yes.
This week?
Mhm.
It's on the 20th, right?
Yes, in school, 8th and 9th periods.
And that's paired up with our PBIS program, is that what?
PTO.
PTO, it's not connected to awards or rewards or anything, it's just PTO? Great. All right. Thanks for doing that. Thanks for helping with the gala last week as well. It was fantastic. I know you guys had a little booth set up there to do the raffles, and Mr. Bertoloni Bingo Hall, which continues to be one of the most popular events, I think, of the year over there. So well done with that. CHS Got Talent is this Saturday. That's a rescheduled event, so that's on the 21st. That is sponsored by Music Boosters. Next week, we do have our BEST committee meeting. That's on the 25th. We'll be talking a lot about property tax reform and how to exactly communicate that. And I'll mention a couple of things here in a second that are kind of related to it. I did want to congratulate our mock trial team. They went to districts last week. It was supposed to be back in January, got moved by 3 weeks, and we had 2 of our 3 teams qualify for regionals. Mr. Kosovich says it's the best showing that he's ever had from any team, even the ones he had at Brecksville. So we expect big things out of them, and we'll talk more about them. But I don't want to jinx them right now because it's like a big step to go. Youth wrestler, probably used from youth wrestling program, Jace Prater. He was the BWC state champion.
Buckeye
And it's the
wrestling.
first state, Mr. Nordenberg was all excited this morning in the office, like, the first state champion, not even I was a state champion. He's like, the first state champion we've had in that program.
And he
So-
pinned every match that
Pinned
day.
every single kid, yeah,
Mhm.
it just wasn't even really close. So it's tremendous individual effort on his part. I know everybody was excited, we were all texting about it over the weekend when it happened, so. Well done there, well done by the youth wrestling program, the people who coach and the parents who continue to support that program. A few things, I talked about the roof contract's gonna be coming to you, so expect to see that once it's finalized by our lawyer. And then just a couple things to continue to look at legislatively. So I mentioned House Bill 671, that was from Jamie Callender, who wanted to withhold state funding if you joined the lawsuit. Well, he's backtracked a little bit. A lot of pressure came his way, and we got a communication today from the voucher group saying that he's going to modify the language that you would be withheld the amount of which it costs you to join the lawsuit. It's $2 per student. So it costs us $1,500 a year. So if this were to go through, we would be fined $1,500 for joining the lawsuit against the voucher program. So that has shifted a little bit. House Bill 473.
But only if that's found constitutional.
Yeah, it has to be found constitutional. There's all kinds of ifs in this thing, but it's just things that you may be seeing in the news, and what does it have to do with us? House Bill 473, that's the one that goes after treasurer, superintendent, other administrators, pension system, the pickup portion of it. This is a direct retaliation for all of us going down to Columbus back in the spring. Pretty clear, would you not say? Yeah, it is. Senate Bill 311. This is interesting. What this says, this is from Senator Brenner, that if the superintendent knowingly violates the law, then their license automatically goes up for review to be potentially suspended or revoked. So if you knowingly break the law, so if I know that I cannot campaign for a levy, and I go out and I start campaigning for a levy, whether I'm using district resources or not, I'm not allowed, because I'm typically a 24/7, 365 person. There's a little flexibility from what I understand. If I take a vacation day, maybe I can do it. There's a new document by the auditor of state that came out last summer. But if I'm knowingly going out and breaking the law, my license will immediately go up for review to be suspended, revoked, or whatever. But if a Board of Education directs me to do it, then I'm off the hook. But the board isn't off the hook. So the way it's worked is this: if you had 5 members of the board and 3 of the 5 members said, "We need you to go out and we need you to campaign for this levy. We are requiring you to do that as part of your evaluation," then I had to go out and do it. I had to go out and break the law. And the 3 people who voted yes were the ones that were on the hook, and the 2 people who either abstained or voted no were immune from any penalties. Well, now that's not going to be true. If the board compels the treasurer or superintendent, in this case superintendent because it's specifically about superintendent licensure, to go out and knowingly break the law, the whole board is not going to be on the hook for it. Not just the people who said yes, but everybody. So it's interesting. It's a little change. So we'll see where that goes. But as I told the staff the other day, there's a very clear effort careful. And that's where our teachers and our classified staff being unionized and having big union organizations, not just in the state but nationally, that's where it gets a little more challenging for legislators. So just some things to look out for on the legislative front. You may not be paying attention to, but they seem to continue to emerge in that direction. So the BEST committee meeting next week on the 25th, we'll talk about the property tax piece and what potential elimination could mean. I've got again, with the power of AI and some really good colleagues who help me refine things, I've developed a nice spreadsheet that helps a person go and takes their tax bill for these 3 villages and plugs their annual income as a household into the document, as well as what the numbers are on your property tax. And it tells you exactly what the side-by-side difference would be should all property tax be eliminated against what we estimate to be your income tax that's going to have to cover all the costs. And it's not just the school costs, it's your village costs and your county costs and your state costs, pushing your income tax rate up to about 31% estimated. So we think property taxes are bad. Wait till you get rid of them. And your income tax and your sales tax are going to suffer because the money still has to be accounted for in some way somehow. But it'll be interesting. I just can't use school resources to go out and actively push against it. So I have to rely on my committees and things like that to give them information, and then we'll decide what's the best way to go about it. As long as I talk about the district, I'm okay. As long as he's talking about the district, the operations, the finances, the educational programming, we're okay. But the second we start stepping into, well, here's how your police services are going to be affected, or here's how your county services are going to be expected, we're veering too far off of the narrative. So it'll be a fun activity for everybody to go to their tax bills and plug in numbers and watch the magic happen. And that's just one activity we'll do next week. So, okay, I think that's it. That's all.
Should be an interesting meeting.
Yeah, well, it's going to be, I've really enjoyed preparing for this meeting. It's taken me a solid month and a half to figure out how to put it all together, but I think I've got it.
Oh, good.
We're
Thank you.
good. We're ready to go.
You wouldn't mind sharing that little calculator thing? That would be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's fascinating because this is, here it is. So you just at the top, you put in your home market value, that's on your tax bill. And you put in your annual household income, and then you just have to fill in like 4 other lines there on the left side for your non-business credit, your owner occupancy credit, your homestead reduction, and then any tax assessments. Put those numbers in, calculates everything. So at some point you want to see this, show you how it works. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing that's interesting too is, and this is a big, I don't know what people's perception of how much of their tax bill goes to the schools, but in doing this research today to refine it, it was just really interesting. In Valley View, it's about 51%. In Brooklyn Heights, it's about 52%, and in Cog Heights, it's about 53%. So the average is 52%. 48% of your local tax bill goes to other things, not the school. So when people get upset about the school and their taxes, we're just over half, just a hair over half. A lot goes to other things, and that's all factored in. So it's kind of interesting. And if something's inaccurate, I want somebody to tell me it's inaccurate. We'll fix it. We'll make it better. But yeah, I'd be glad to share that.
Is this something that you generated yourself? Or
So
you
what I did is I
aligned?
took tax. I've been using, again, I try to use AI for better efficiencies. And what I've done is I've done a lot of research with using his numbers from the forecasts. I've used the CUP reports. I've used taxation database. I used people's property tax bills, and I started feeding these things in and then telling it what I wanted to do. And George would say, nobody's going to understand this. This is ridiculous. Nobody's going to get it. And we go through and we refine it. So over the course of time, because even Tracy Deal, as I'm talking through this, she says, people just want to see what the difference is going to be. They want to see what it's like now and what it's going to be later. And I said, that's fantastic. And so that's how we, kind of went through and developed it. And again, using the power of AI that can work faster than we can and can write the formulas for you and can put it in a format that you want it, we're able to refine it very quickly. It helps us with our efficiencies. It just needs good thing is like some of the numbers when we're talking about, well, where did you get this number? Well, we know that Governor DeWine last week in an article said state sales tax is going to go anywhere from 17 to 20%, or the sales tax in Ohio, with your locals and your state all combined together. Well, this isn't a sales tax, this is an income tax thing. And so I had to dive into income taxes and how people's money gets divvied up. So all that's been, generally factored in. It's an estimation. It's not an exact thing, it's an estimation, but we'll see the difference. You have to make up $16 million in the school district. The businesses pay 75% of our $16 million. Well, plus you get some kickbacks, based on that comes in the form of, additional revenue to us. Homeowners will have to bridge that gap because who doesn't pay income tax? Businesses. So 100% would,
Yeah.
hugely, I mean, you're talking about a huge number that people aren't even used to, if that actually happens. So it's not as attractive. When you actually look at the real numbers and you're like, you mean I'm gonna have to pay $90,000 a year for a house if my house is worth, if I make, I don't know, $300,000 or $400,000, that's a lot of money as a family, but you're also gonna pay for it. It's all gonna come proportionally out of your paycheck, so just a lot of moving parts there.
Yeah, right, and we'd have to, would this be distributed at the state level? In other words, does
This-
every school get the same amount? Is that what they're talking about? Or is it still local? That we'd have to raise our own income tax rates?
So everybody's forecast looks differently. And everybody has a different proportion of, everybody has a different budget. So, what portion typically comes from your locals? That's what you're gonna have to figure out. For us, local, we're pushing, 70-something% of our funding comes from local effort. Some districts, the state kicks in 50% of their funding through the Fair School Funding Plan.
Already,
Yeah, that's, for us, it's not. I mean, it's low, under 10% or something. total.
Plus that, it's only the residents who pay income tax, so they have to cover 100% of it, as opposed to 50% now. in
Yeah, so
property
it's not gonna be the same like your school, because you're gonna have to introduce a school tax. And some districts have a school tax, and I think the highest is around 2%. That's the way people are getting money rather than going out and doing a levy. They're doing an income tax.
Right.
I said sales tax, an income tax. Independence is
Yeah, I
proposing
saw
an
that.
earned income tax to help pay for their new elementary school that they want to build. All right, so, that's, not only are they gonna have a bond issue, but they're also gonna have income tax stacked on top of that, stacked on top of the taxes they're already paid. So they're trying to be creative. Every school district's gonna have a little variation of that based on how much the state provides for them and how much they get from the federal government. For us, it's like 77% is is connected to local property tax. So it's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Big gap. But anyways, this is only specific to our 3 villages, so if you try to take this to Independence, it all falls apart. You'd have to rework the numbers because their effective village is different. They may have different village, like Valley View, for example, has the rec levy. They have a rec levy that the other 2 villages don't have, and so that's a small little bit that goes on top of their effective, that makes their effective village a little higher than Cuyahoga Heights. Brooklyn Heights and Cuyahoga Heights are the same effective mills. We'd be different than Independence, we'd be different than Brooklyn. So, but anyways, we'll see how it works, and if it works out well, we'll just live. I don't know where to live. Can't put it on the website. So, I just have to be careful with it. I don't want to knowingly break the law.
He's gonna catch the next there by Cuyahoga County.
Yeah, yeah, well, see, that's something that Matt didn't mention is that, we got a kind of I don't know, it was a snarky email today. You got a snarky email, but Treasurer's got a snarky email, it seemed like it, from the Budget Commission, because so many treasurers are pushing back that their collections seem to be, they're off, right? And we know that, it was House Bill 309.
309 or 335.
It was 309, right? It's giving the Budget Commission the ability to look at your levied funding is actually excessive and then essentially not providing those funds. For any levy that's 1 year older, 1 year or beyond 1 year.
We'll have to see what the meeting entails.
Yeah, so they said their representative will be reaching out to each individual school district and will be basically having a one-on-one with them to explain things. So we don't know if this is a result of the House bill going through or not, but they may just start slow releasing some of the funds or releasing it differently or not releasing it at all, depending on if they think you're excessive. So we'll see. It's going to be interesting.
Is that a separate email or a response to when they went back for US?
Separate.
Oh.
It's completely separate from the $2-ish million that is a result of the error. This is something completely different.
No, but last meeting where you presented all the treasurers wanting an explanation for,
Yeah, this could be separate. I've heard from some treasurers down in, for example, Medina County, how the Budget Commission, I believe, had asked for their treasurer and superintendent to go and essentially validate their tax rates and the amount of budget that they're asking for. So I think it's where some budget commissions are going to really try to needle and say, like, do you need all of your funds? And if not, all right. I think we're slowly starting to see that around different counties, and we'll see what this meeting entails with Cuyahoga County. But like Mr. Young is saying, there's a very loud push against school districts for property taxes right now. So it's happening.
I'll be quiet. Okay, business.
All right, ready to move on? Number 14, board business. We have 2 items under board business. First one is to approve the superintendent's attendance at the BASA workshop on May 6, 2026. And the second one is to approve attendance for the 2026 OAASFEP Spring Conference. I'll ask Mr. Muccio to explain that in a moment. I think are you the right one to explain that one, what that is, what that conference is?
Yeah, we can do it together.
Okay.
Yep.
And that one includes both the superintendent, the treasurer, and any board members who might be interested in attending. So we have a little discussion on those items, please?
Yep. You want to talk about the first one?
Yeah, the first one is, the reason why, when I go to a workshop and it's local and it's free, usually don't do something like this, but because there's a $125 registration cost, this is preparing for the new realities of property tax reform. And one of the things we're going to talk about is the legality of what you're doing and how to go about it. So I feel like as we get into the spring and summer, it might be beneficial to exactly know what I can and can't do. And that's going to be one of the big topics at that one, and that's Dr. Holmes. The second one.
The second one, I go to this in the spring and the fall. So this is hosted by the Ohio Department of Education and Workforce, and it essentially entails federal funds. That's the primary focus, and then they branch off from there. But they talk about, our federal grants, Title I, Title II, Title IV, special education ones. And what's unique about this upcoming one in the spring is our elementary school is going to be honored at that one.
I was going to try to find it in my email, but I can't.
But that's the award that our elementary school had won. So they're going to be recognized at that conference. So it's exciting.
Yeah.
And there were only, 2 schools that had received that award, I think, right now?
So
School districts.
we're the only school in Ohio that got the Closing Gap Award. There was one other school in Ohio that received another categorical award. There were only, I think, 60-something schools across the country over 3 categories that got recognized. Ohio had 2 schools, and we were one of them that was recognized. And if you went to the gala, as soon as you walked in, there was a whole display set up where you could see the video that Mr. Melvin put together with Mr. Hartman and Mrs. Cummins' help. And we need to go then again down to this conference and present. I think this time we have to actually present and speak. The group that flew out to Denver, and the majority of that was covered with Title I additional funds that actually it was all covered with Title I funds for professional development. So it didn't cost anything from our general
if anybody's interested, just shoot me an email. I can register you.
That's why I suggested that board members be allowed to attend, because we are being recognized, the district is being recognized at a national level. And 60 in the whole country, I mean, that's pretty special, so.
So this is
So that's why it's on the
national
list.
recognition, this is the state recognition.
So that's why it's on the list. Okay, I'll entertain a motion for those two items, please.
So moved?
Moved by Ms. Decker,
Second?
second by Ms. Pajeska. Any further discussion? Hearing none, treasurer, please call the roll.
Mrs. Decker,
Aye.
Ms. Pajeska,
Aye.
Mr. Rossi, Mr. Souchaki.
Aye, motion passes 4-0. Item 16, board discussion, committee reports and comments. Anyone? Yeah, and I don't have anything either for the moment. Career Center doesn't meet until next week, so nothing new over there, for me anyway. Okay, 17, any future agenda items for anyone? None. 18, informational items should be noted that the Board of Education members receive their agendas several days prior to the actual meeting and have had considerable opportunity to study and ask questions. Upcoming regular meetings, all at 6 p.m. Here in the Monterey Media Center. Our March 2nd work session, March 16th, a regular meeting, and April 13th, a work session. April already? Gee, how did we get there so fast? At this point, I'd like to make a motion that we adjourn to executive session pursuant to ORC Section 122G1 to consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee or official or the investigation of charges or complaints. May I have a second for that item? Second by Mr. Rossi. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, treasurer, please call the roll.
Mr. Souchaki.
Aye.
Mr. Rossi. Mrs. Decker.
Aye.
Ms. Pajeska.
Aye.
Motion passes 4-0 to 6:58. We are going into executive session. There may be action taken at the conclusion of the executive session.
Mrs. Decker.
Here.
Ms. Pajeska.
Here.
Mr. Rossi. Here. Mr. Souchaki.
Here, 4 present, none absent. We don't actually have anything, we didn't write anything down for what we would do when we came out.
We have,
But,
do we want to turn the TV on?
Yeah, it is there.
Yeah.
is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay, there it is, item number 20. I'm sorry, I didn't see it at the bottom of the page. Going to have a resolution to fill the Board of Education vacancy. And the person who's going to fill that vacancy is Amanda Apathy. So, welcome. I'm going to turn to Mr. Muccio to swear you in.
Yep, I can read the resolution. So, resolution to fill the Board of Education vacancy. Whereas a vacancy has been caused on the Board of Education by reason of resignation, and whereas this Board of Education has the legal authority to fill a vacancy for the unexpired term thereof, now therefore be it resolved by majority vote of all the remaining members of the Board of Education of the Cuyahoga Heights School District that Amanda Apathy be and hereby is appointed to serve as a member of the Board of Education of the school district for the unexpired term of Matt Rush ending on December 31st, 2027. And then
Okay. Do we need a motion? I'll make a motion for that item. May I have a second, please?
I'll second.
Okay, Ms. Decker seconds. Any further discussion? Hearing none, treasurer, please call the roll.
Mr. Souchaki.
Aye.
Mrs. Decker.
Aye.
Ms. Pajeska.
Aye.
Mr. Rossi.
Motion passes 4-0. Congratulations.
Thank
You
you.
will now be sworn in.
Congratulations. Do you solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Ohio, and that you will faithfully and impartially discharge your duties as a board member of the Cuyahoga Heights Board of Education in Cuyahoga Heights, Cuyahoga County, Ohio, to the best of your abilities and in accordance with the laws now in effect and hereafter to be enacted during your continuance in said office and until your successor is elected and qualified?
I do.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Okay, is there any other business to come before the board this evening? Hearing none, it is 8:18, and I make a motion that we adjourn. And Mr. Rossi has made a second. Treasurer, please call the roll.
Mr. Souchaki.
Aye.
Mr. Rossi. Aye. Mrs. Decker.
Aye.
Ms. Pajeska.
Aye.
Don't we have 5 board members?
Ms. App? Okay.
We are adjourned.